Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Where are we at? Right there. How are you? Good morning. How are you doing, Jext? How are things going? It has been a very long, very full week. I do apologize for not being here. Who was upset? Was it you? Oh, baby. Mm. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, hopefully, they get through that fast because it's just not fun. And then you guys get to hang out. Um, I'm glad things are going well. Besides, how's Mikey doing? I'm trying to get my brain to finish waking up. I've been able to. I don't really want to. I would love to call it sleeping. I've been up every couple of hours, um, all week. It's it's been a thing. Is what I'm saying. Mhm. We've got yesterday. I spent the whole day. We had two events for the library. Uh, First one started at 9 o'clock. The second one started at 3. Oh, how cool! Yeah, Leo knows a lot about those emulators and making them work. Like he's out of the house today, or I might actually have someone that could help. I'm sure you guys will get it figured out. You've done that since you've done it before. They can't be terribly different. I hope. We started our events yesterday at 9 o'clock in the sun. We were there at the first event until 2 o'clock, and the last event ended at 7. So we were basically set up outside all day long. Um, and I totally, absolutely love doing this kind of stuff. But I haven't been this like tired from something like that in a long time. Now I get why we always were supposed to be outside playing. Mm. Mm. I apologize for being distracted. Oh, mom's second surgery went really, really well. She's got a half a foot, but it looks good. Um, Now we can seriously consider, um, like, it's recovery time as opposed to, well, what it's been, which is definitely not that. It's like the worst of the nightmare is over, which is so nice. And as much as my mom uh, has some of her unique opinions on things, that there's been a lot of support coming from the community, which I'm so grateful. And then, of course, my aunt is down there and her husband, uh, and that's been so helpful. But now we just need her to recover, and we will be golden. And that is a beautiful thing. Mm. So I really would like to do a much longer stream today since I haven't been able to. I'm not entirely sure how to do that because Dad wants to have coffee, and under the circumstances, I have not been comfortable with the idea of not being available when he asks me to be. Right now, I need everybody to be healthy, is what it breaks down to, and I don't know what kind of time we've got left, kind of a thing. And although Dad's actually taking care of himself and he's staying with the doctors and doing that sort of stuff, which makes me happy. So, yeah, we're going to be uh, heading out here later this morning for coffee with Dad. And then I guess I'll just have to get back on. I may do video games, I think, when I get back on. Theoretically, I'm supposed to be writing the next script. I only have um, 10 more videos to make to reach 200 videos, which I think is kind of a cool milestone, even though my videos are not great. So I want to do that. I figured it would not be a bad place to start to actually have those 10 written. And maybe that'll be easier for me to get them done. I think so. So I've got 1, 2, 3. I got 4 together. So that's what I'm supposed to be working on is the next 6. Um, but right now, I need to like I feel like I'm zombieing through the morning so far, which is really not my favorite. I'm sure it's not anybody's favorite. But yeah, I think that's probably what I'm going to do today is hopefully I will get my brain up enough here shortly. And I'm going to work on those scripts so that I have them ready. And then I have been recording one of my books on Spotify for mom. It's just been reading it. It's nothing fancy. I haven't done any kind of audio editing with it. It is not pretty at all. It it's just literally me reading the book to her, but she can't. Hello, how are you, Tal? Doing good overall. Um, Doing good. We got good news from mom. Her surgery went very well. Her most recent surgery went very well. Um, that's what I was just talking about. Yeah, she's got half a foot, but she's got half a foot. Her other option was no legs, which she really, for good reason, didn't like. So they were able to do a bypass, and they got that working effectively for her, which is beautiful. And now she's got um, recovery time ahead, so that is good. Me too. I still need to get down there because obviously she's got recovery time ahead. I will tell you though, there is nothing making me more anxious because that's a whole other country, and things here aren't where they used to be. Like we've had much better window of things, but we gotta take care of our parents. Speaking of parents, I will be going to see Dad in a couple of hours. Hello, Angel. How are you? How's Miss Rabina? I've missed you guys. Every time I'm down, I migraines were absolutely a factor this week, for sure. But we also had so much going on with work. Yesterday we had events all day, community kind of stuff for the library. Like I was saying earlier, telling Jax earlier, we started yesterday at like 9 a.m. and we finished at 7 p.m. and high sun all day, fighting with the wind for the setup, especially in the evening. So it's, oh wow, all by herself, huh? Rolling over and sitting are huge. That is beautiful. 9 months. Time really flies, doesn't it? We're about to go into ads. Yeah, I guess in 5 minutes. We'll let that go. That is so cool. That is so cool. Mama was her first word? That is so cool. That is awesome. I mean, it does make sense since you're the one there, but still awesome. It's crazy how time flies, and we always see it in our kids. I always have to wonder if I would have seen how fast time moves if I hadn't had kiddos. I don't know that I would have paid attention to it. Is she getting all the languages? Abba. I can see why he thought that might have been easier. That's so beautiful. Hello, fur boy. Look at all these babies just being right here. There is a tiny butt behind me that I'm confident is going to start some trouble. Yay. How's that going? Girl, sometimes it takes us a while when we got little peoples. It is wonderful you're still gathering info. I've known many that have had to just call it a day for the moment with their writing until little people get bigger. Oh, that's great. That is wonderful. Knowing the start and the end. I swear you would think this chair is a lounge chair. And by the way, I really do like the blue the more I look at it. I can tell. Kiara, how are you? Ooh, 3 a.m. That's that's a thing. I had a phone call from Leo at 3 a.m. But I usually expect to hear from him about that time, even when he's home. Which I'm realizing how strange our sleep schedules are after I have said that. Can't figure out why I'm perpetually tired. I hope at least it's been a good, peaceful 3 a.m. Wake up. Okay. There is. There we go. Oh, wow. That's really intricate. Okay, so what is everybody enjoying? Recipes are good. It's been so weird to be not working for a week, basically. Well, not on here for a week. The sword, the sword in the backwoods, or mm, okay, what's the concern? Hmm. Does it convey what you need it to convey in your world building? Okay, ads are over. Do you think it conveys what you needed to convey, Angel? You know, caffeinated blue dragon is very pretty. Oh. Oh, okay. And so you think the sword should be part of it? Are you thinking it should be embedded? Okay. I think it'll help a lot to see how it's used, story wise. Okay. Okay. I think that could be functional. Be interesting to see her pull it out for the first time. Hi, Tupper. It's good. Tired, but good. It's been a pretty full week for sure. Being not streaming for a week, by the way, is very weird on my system. Just because I'm so used to getting up with you guys and getting stuff done. Just change of habit is so weird. Someone was doing a studio anime. Uh, you sent them a couple samples of your work. He didn't even look like he needed help when he said so earlier. Oh, you haven't streamed for a month? Yeah, that is a shame. I didn't realize it's been that long. That would be cool. A week ago? Okay. I don't know if I got the notification. I will have to fix that. Do I have you on notified? No. How am I not following Tupper? I do not know. I know Angel is awesome, isn't she? Angel is awesome. I hope you enjoy the book, Tupper. Thank you very much for the follow. I thought I was already following you. Obviously, we have now fixed that. So, what kind of stuff you guys want to do? Oh, very cool. What project and how can we help people know that you guys are working together to do something fun? I want to get down a bit. I gotta wake up, guys. See, I love a community that can work together. And this one does. You guys are always awesome. Okay, so Leo was telling me that he's probably going to keep the stream alive when I am in Panama. We're still going to work that out, but he'll probably be taking over some of my streams, kind of like a practice run, um, over the next couple of weeks. And he will continue to do productivity, but there'll be a lot more gaming with it. Awesome. That sounds like good things to look forward to, guys. I love hearing that. And I agree with you, Tupper. Angel is awesome. All right, let's see. I need two more authors. For obvious reasons, there will not be a Stories on Fire in September. But is there something you guys think we could possibly do that might be more that might be interesting when I get back? I love it when the bots totally are having great conversations. I am tentatively thinking September. Sooner if I can. I just don't think that's realistic. She's doing so much better. Um, she's doing so much better. She they did a bypass through her legs, and they got circulation back in her feet, and then they did the amputation this week, and instead of losing legs plural, she just lost half a foot, and the surgery looked really good, which I am so thrilled with. uh, this has been a roller coaster. My mom went to Panama to retire, basically, and subsequently discovered she has diabetes. And it I this roller coaster ride is about over. Having only lost half a foot, they were talking at one point potentially both legs. So they were able to prevent that and save her uh, a great deal of pain and adjustment. And that would have been really hard to do in a different country, just because she is relearning Spanish and loving it, but not for the reasons, not for the method that she's kind of learning it right now, because of course nobody wants to be sick. um but the roller coaster is about over. With the amputation done and it looks clean, she should be able to leave. She'll still be able to walk. It will be an adjustment because she doesn't have half a foot, but she should be able to walk, which is beautiful and helpful. And I don't think I could be more grateful for that, and to those doctors for for being able to save her legs. I think they are absolutely brilliant and beautiful people. Uh, but I will be going down there to help her as I can. Hopefully in September. I would like to say I would go sooner, but I really don't know that I'll have everything in place sooner because I had just barely started the collect the paperwork process for the passport by the time all this started. And then I went into kind of a somewhat of a panic mode with everything. And I think it might be part of the reason I've had all these migraines really bad lately. And I know they have other things they're tied to, but stress is such a thing with migraines, especially in my family. I have a sister that gets a type of migraine that will literally make you lose feeling in your legs. Yeah. She has this cute little house that she's rented down there. Uh, it's a two-bedroom right off of a farm. The landlords, well, when she was there, were bringing her fresh fruit from their farm daily, and she was in a two-bedroom here for what she was getting there. She would have been paying, $700 or $800 or so. Now down there, she's paying 450. So, and that includes her utilities. She's not having to do power and internet and everything. It's just all there, which is so beautiful and so nice for a retiree. It's a wonderful thing, the people we get to know here through social media. Sometimes, yeah, we do feel closer, and some of it is such an incredible blessing to be able to connect. That's why when I'm off recently, I've been sick, essentially the migraines and everything else, um, that have had me off a couple of months now. I go down for a little bit, and it feels so weird to not be talking to all of you. It just does. I think the opportunity that I've had to get to know all of you and to connect with everyone has just been such a wonderful blessing. I could not imagine not live streaming at this point. Oh, Tupper, it's just practice. It'll come in time. As long as you keep putting the effort into it, and I don't imagine that's going to change anytime soon. And quite happy to do the things. I know my business has had both ups and downs. You've got to treat it as a business. I've got a lot of good things going on right now, which I am, as far as business goes, which I'm grateful for, especially with everything going on that's not so good, that's on a personal level. Um, it's been nice to have something to look at and be grateful for it moving in the right direction. You too, huh? I just recently learned I probably am as well. I absolutely am an ADHDer. We like all types of no spiciness in this channel. Okay, we like all types of people in this channel. And anybody who's been here knows that we think everything is worth celebrating, learning to make adjustments if that's what you got to do. We are happy to help support and encourage and walk with. Nerve spicy for the win. Yes. I'm all for it. I like my nerve spiciness and all the flavors. All the flavors. It is a beautiful thing. Oh, I have no doubt. Angel is just awesome people. Good natured, absolutely creative, brilliant people. When you get to editing and you're ready to look for a serious editor that really knows their stuff, you should talk to Element Eds. Tal is amazing. I don't know anybody who's ever worked with Tal that has been anything but happy that they did. Ooh, that's you didn't know you had scoliosis before, or did it just happen? I'm glad the pain can be fixed. Only reason why I asked about the scoliosis thing, I was diagnosed as a kid. I thought that's usually when they detected it, which is why I was curious if it was just because of the. Mm, okay, so that affected what you were able to see if they never looked for it before. That makes sense. Yeah, here I had a doctor came to our school, just kind of did physical stuff, and that was actually how I learned I have. It's a very mild scoliosis. Don't get me wrong, but it exists. But when you've already got back pain, that is not fun. Okay, so they do usually there too. This one was just not something that came up. Huh. Hello, Kirsten. I'm sure that certainly makes for some adjustments, Topper, but you know about it, which is wonderful. And you're able to explain it. I know plenty of people who have very unique situations. So, how have you been, Tier? It is a pleasure to see you. Wait, did I do it? I did it. Okay. Maybe I can. I think I'm winning more instead of losing, so maybe I'm awake. We'll find out. I am 10 videos away from 200 on YouTube, so now I got to get that done. And then Mm. Oh, how wonderful. That's such a good feeling to you. That sounds awesome, Tier. Oh, sweet. That is fabulous. Oh, I'm so happy, Tier. That makes me feel good to hear. That's great. Just remember to give yourself grace. You are awesome with what you do. Well, it'd be fun to have you in the celebrations and the things that come together. Writing for me is absolutely just a joy, which is why writing is the easier part of what I do, at least in my brain. I'm weird. Each of us are different, and what works for each of us is different. And that's the other thing that I love about writing, because what works for me may not work for other people. And that, as long as we get to where we're at, we are, or where we need to be, we're golden. Because we'll get to the same place. Yeah, we celebrate every time somebody has a win. It might just be getting 200 words. We try to celebrate here. Us here. It's just part of what we do. It's important to celebrate those things. All right, enjoy, Tupper. I hope the rest of your day is as brilliant as you are. Mm. Brain freeze. You had ice cream, didn't you? Just keep trying to be consistent. It'll come together, Tear. You don't have to put more pressure on you. You got it rolling. You're golden. Okay. And I find when I think I've got a good breakthrough, it's usually a good idea to give me some time to work it through. But as I said, we are all quite unique, and what works for one may not work for others. But burnout is a thing that really will creep up on you before you know it, if you're not careful. Will literally creep up on you. Mhm. That is really nice. It could be. As long as you're giving yourself grace if things don't go exactly the way you want it. Because there'll be days when it just doesn't work like that because other family obligations or things are going on. And just in case you're not sure, those are completely acceptable. Yes, I would. But who are you catching up to? Hopefully, you're catching up to you and your goals, and not to anybody that has told you what your goals should be, or to anyone who has, or anything that has added stress to you for one reason or another. Hopefully, you're not doing comparison. You are not 10 years behind. You are not 10 years behind. You are just getting started, and that is an entirely okay place to be. Oh no. You're doing exactly what you need to be doing right now. The rest of it'll come. You put that kind of pressure on you, you are going to seriously burn out. That is not worth it. You are much more incredible and much more valuable than that. You are doing exactly what you should be doing when you should be doing it for you. But yes, I would like to see your books coming out. I would like to have stuff to read. I'm looking forward to reading Crossfire. But I want you playing catch up. I want you to be playing. I'm having fun with this. That's just my opinion. I have been telling you I am absolutely interested for a while now. But anything you write, I want to read. I like your writing, and I am sorry to hear it wasn't made clear. I have met some really, really gifted authors here on Twitch. You are among them. Good. Good. So we get to read it soon, right? Mm-hmm. Yes, Crossfire. Why aren't you eating his food? My silly babies. They do not get it. Welcome back, Angel. Okay. Oh, I'm sure it will be golden. I'm sure it's gonna be a lot of help. Clothes and bedding. She exploded. The baby explode. Babies explode. That's definitely a baby thing. But she got a good mama. Took care of all the important things. Do you know this is the strangest thing? While my two were in school, or when my son was teeny tiny in the hospital, they used to tell me what a great mom I was, how wonderful it was that I was so involved, and all of these things that to me just that's just what you do. Uh-huh. Um, and I just couldn't understand what people were talking about. But apparently need having an involved mama that's looking out for her makes all the difference. And she got a good mama with you. I bet you're gonna have a sweet baby all the way through. Okay, what's your experiment? And how is this experiment going? Okay. Right. That makes sense. That's good. Okay. So you've got something specific that you can use. Well, that makes all the sense in the world. I I didn't realize that you when you discovered it that you weren't doing it daily. But that makes total sense to me. I think that sounds like a brilliant experiment. It sounds like it's working. Okay. Well, see, in for me, in order for me to stay, I guess, even, I do need it daily, what I'm taking, I need daily or most days. Mm. Yeah, I understand that heat waves are not fun. Have you guys gotten a break yet? We did for a little bit. It didn't last terribly long. We're back into the heat, which I think is part of what made yesterday so hard. By the time we got home, no matter how much I loved doing what we're doing, by the time we got home, I was so exhausted. You have a alert this week. That's, yeah, not fun. Oh, that's wonderful. Steady, no overwhelm. Those are beautiful words to me. All right, which one of you are being little jerks? Oh, I see. Got a baby that's going to crawl back into the kennel to run away from the water bottle. If she stopped growling at her sister, this wouldn't be an issue. I don't know why she can't do that. Yeah, we do not have the best setup for AC, so I totally get needing both the AC and the fans. It is these heat waves are fierce these days. Maybe they always have been, and I just didn't notice so much. I don't know, but these are quite fierce. I just hope you guys get a little, like, it doesn't last for long. You guys get a bit of a relief. We did for a few days this week, which probably kept my migraines and other migraines that were going on this week from being as bad as they could be. But yeah, the heat waves. Hopefully, honey, you guys get a break. It doesn't last terribly long. Doesn't cause you guys terribly too much problems. That would be beautiful. Hmm. So so what is this trick? I'm quite curious. What is the trick to stop the worry spiral? I need to run the vacuum. This is not fun. My cats have not been outside this year. Thankfully, they did not escape and bring me fleas. At least not during flea season, thankfully. Unfortunately, we still ended up with them anyway. Trying to get rid of them means a lot of vacuuming, but then trying to remember to vacuum is its own thing. Probably shouldn't be, but it is. So when the question is asked, what is it that you learned from your resistance training that might be helpful to the people? Yeah, yeah, that is definitely the worry for everything that gets to us for sure. Yeah, no, that's yeah. I can certainly see the benefits of having an idea, walking into a possible situation like that, and how it would definitely be helpful to easing that. I could see that. I'm glad it's been working so well. There are so many approaches that really will seem simple until we do them. And then it's not as simple as we would like it to be or we would like to have thought it was. And it sounds like this is. That makes sense. And we prepare for things all the time, even through childhood. They have us do fire drills. We were, and when something actually happens, we're prepared, and you don't feel a lot of anxiety over stuff like that. It's more than a, well, this is just what we do. So I can see where applying it to something like our work or whatever makes a boat ton of sense. Nope to which. Oh, that's great too. Sounds like you found an incredible resource. Yeah. Hmm. And really, just doing the thing makes such a difference in what we do and how things turn out. And having a way to approach what we do, I just think that's brilliant. Good morning, Ellen. How are you? How was your day? Me too. I am gearing up to get back onto some of my scripts. I found out I'm only like 10 videos away from on YouTube from 200, so I want to get those written, and then I'm gonna get back to getting my books up on print in print. It's a process, but it's fun. I talk to writers mostly, but I have a Writers Through History podcast that I need to expand on. I usually do those in batches of four, and so I've got four of those together that I'm going to be doing. Um, Probably recording. I don't really have a favorite. I'm terrible about that, but I really do love Lord Byron's writing, for example. Um, Mary Shelley was a lot of fun to discover. Her book has been, she was 19 when she paid for the first print run. She was 19 when she paid for the first print run, and then she's been in print for another 200 years. I don't think you would call it a vanity. An indie. She was absolutely indie for her first print run. Uh, it was a Wollstonecraft is on my list to also cover. She's not in this four, but she will be. I think she's in the third, fourth. She's on the list, but I will look for it. But yeah, she was an indie. It was the agreement with the publisher is that she had to pay for the first print run of Frankenstein. If it did well, they would put her name on it and pick it up. That was the agreement. So she indeed they distribute it just like we do through Drafted Digital or Smashwords today, and then they picked it up, which I find incredible. And I will look for Romantic Outlaws for sure. How's your writing going, Ellen? How are things with you? Very cool. Your wish comes true, but not the way you would expect it. That can be a lot of fun. Added 6.5 minutes. That should be a fun submission. Who are you doing the submission for? So that I can go and stalk the result. Ben, good morning. Hello. How are you? Very cool. I will go stalk them. Oh, I'm gonna love my coffee in a little bit. I haven't had the chance to play. I've watched some, but I haven't had a chance to play. Tomorrow, oh, I will be at an event with my favorite artist tomorrow. Yeah. She's got she's been doing some okay. She's been doing face paint with the library, and we can't go out and not have somebody invite her to do something art related. She's been invited to do 2 murals. She's working through that process now. She's been invited to do tomorrow's a face paint thing, but um and then after that she's going to go help launch a children's boutique as well. Yeah, it is uh quite a busy process for sure. It is fun. I am always wherever Kitten's at, I'm there to support her. Kitten Sapphire is probably one of the most talented authors. Yeah, but she's so talented as an author and as an artist and as an illustrator. I can't wait until our collaboration gets published. I can't wait until we finalize her books and get them out. It's just, it's so much. And yeah, we don't go out without her getting an invitation somewhere. It is awesome. And a couple of my books will finally get here this week, so we can start selling at the we can open the pop-up bookstore. I still need to start finish prepping the stuff for the blind date with a book that I'm going to sell with it. But yeah, she is definitely getting popular. It is absolutely incredible. It's so much fun. I can't keep up with her. I love it. We had people stop by, and this is just the stuff she's doing for free. So anybody who tells you free does not work, they do not know what they're talking about. They have no clue. That was how my books went to number one. I made the first book free, and then they went to number one. So yeah, totally worth it. Reader magnets are beautiful, 100%. It's just being aware, connect with people, and that's what's making the difference. Actually getting to connect with people. But we've got, I mean, two. I did most of it. I got to go back and look. I've done it a few times over the years. I wish I could find the earlier ones. I need to go, but I can't. Of course, I can't. I do have. I gotta find it again. I gotta remember where I put it. I'm trying to be organized and keep all business related stuff in business and then organized in business. But dude, every time I go, just every time I do it, it seems like my brain changes or something. I will nudge me on Discord and I um, say this afternoon, and I will get what I have done over to you. It's really straightforward. And when you know what you're doing, kind of that planning stuff, there isn't a stress for doing it. Your newsletter needs to be kind of the cornerstone, whether you are traditionally published or you are indie published or hybrid, whatever it is that you are choosing to do, it's your newsletter that lets you connect directly with your readers. You need to be doing them. So says the person who sends out their newsletter not often enough. Oh, and in case anybody wants to know how much chaos I'm adding to myself, I start back at school in September too. I don't. I don't totally take on a lot of stuff. Not me. Yes. Yes, you do. Oh, it is, but it's totally worth it. It's already packed, honestly. I tend to add more to it. I do better when I've got a lot to do until I hit overwhelm. Yeah, eventually. That would be lovely. But I'm not going to stress it. Okay. It seems that the litter box is teleporting. I'm concerned the litter box is teleporting. My cats are going to get grumpy if they have no place to. No, they won't. They'll just go potty on my floor. Dogfish. Okay, we've got about 15 more minutes to stream, my friends, because I do have to get. Oh, ads. So for those on YouTube, I do need to pick out which two I'm going to add to my pack of four though today, so that I could get that research done. Mm. Mm. I got to do. I know I want to do a few more daily writer reflections. I think that's going to be really crucial for the YouTube thing. I just need to sit down and do them. I haven't really just done that, and I really should. It always goes over well, and it's a good thing for me because it's a good way to get the brain in gear. One of the things that I love, we have Stories on Fire first first part of the year. In January, that's how I launched my year. Stories on Fire is a short story a day, every day for a year, for a month, excuse me. And from that, I usually get about 20 solid stories. Sometimes I'll only get 10 or 15, but generally it averages about 20 solid stories that are absolutely beautiful and can absolutely be worked with. And um, really excited that I get to start my year like that. I don't know that I have ever found a better way to do that for me. And again, this goes to each person. Um, but and that's actually why the writer's reflection thing works, I think, so well for me. It's a great way to just start every morning thinking about the writing, thinking about the accomplishments, how these accomplishments can benefit the others, the, you know, what has made the books. Are you guys starting this arguing again? I'm not going to have it, girls. No fighting. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear them growling at each other. But one of them's going to get her butt put in the kennel if it keeps up. Um, Not having it. I don't care how cute they are. They're going to do this. They're going to do this. All right. Two of my cats are being little dorkfish. I don't know what else to call them. They're very sweet. They're very cute, but they're in a mood. They've been in a mood all morning. I don't even know why. Okay. Why sound like I'm upset at you? Come here. I am not upset at you, child. I just don't want you driving your sister. You what? Here. Don't do that. Your sister can stay over there. You can stay over here. Come on. Come on, pretty girl. Well, let's see. We've got the two that are fussing at each other are Eula and Sobi. We've got Sachel, Indy, Keiko, Delia, Jasmine. Yep, that's all of them. 7. I would be living the dream once we get the cat room set up and they've got all their stuff set up in that room and they've got their cameras and I can share their awesomeness with the world because I would love that. They are adorable. They are so sweet. We're working on it, actually. I have a spare room. We just need a couple more cameras to get that set up properly. We got surfaces and different cat scratchers, and when I'm ready, I will start putting like I will create an Amazon list or something and put it up for people. And anytime somebody wants to buy cats, the gifts, we will put them in the cat room for them to play with and interact with and put out there. And then we get to share the chaos. It will be beautiful. And honestly, we're very excited about that. Hissy kissy kitty purring on the cardboard box on your in your lap. Aww. Oh, I have one baby who will consider sitting on my lap pretty consistently, but she sleeps with me at night. She chases the other cats away from me at night. She has decided that I am her person, and that is all there is to it. Her name is Yua. The problem is that Sobi, who she's arguing with, also feels very similar. Yes, I have absolutely been chosen. We adopted Yua. She had been left at a friend's house, along with two of her brothers, abandoned at 5 weeks. And my sister actually tried to adopt her, but she was driving my sister nuts the whole ride over here. She had a dog at the time, and she didn't want to bring a teeny tiny kitten to the dog just in case. She wanted to kind of warm them up and have me play visitor and raise the kitty until she was big enough. Well, as soon as you curled up with me, come here, baby. Just for a minute, I promise to put you back, okay? She's mad at me. This is my Yua all grown up. Yes, she is absolutely a baby. I'd bring my one of my boys over, but my klutz just came over here, and I'm not going to. Uh, More torty, I think. I think. You can't eat your brother's food. We've discussed this. Okay, fine. We her one of her nicknames is Cinnamon Roll. The other one though is Tiny Terror. She has earned them both. She's so super cute. Unfortunately, he literally walks away when any of the other kitties walk near him, with the exception of the one cat he did not contribute to raising, and that's Sobe. He does nobody in the house, kitty wise, gets is really close with Sobe, which kind of breaks my heart. I would like to find her a home where she can get all cuddled up and loved on, but she's been in four homes now in her lifetime, and I hate doing that to a cat so bad. I hate that. They are so sweet and so loving. Yeah, the last one, yes, that is my goal. I just need to. Part of it is we need to get to the point where we can move, so that we could do a full reintroduction of all of the cats to each other slowly, which would mean having enough houses to do that. Got to watch Sachel be born. After that, Indy, Jasmine, and Delia came from the same litter, and we watched them be born. And then, and so they were born with us. They've only ever had one home. And then a friend of mine a former coworker, we worked together, and she had 17 cats. I am not on a farm. I am I am rural. There's a farm next to me, but I am not I am not that rural. Not yet. Not sure I ever will be, but I definitely want to get into a bigger place so that we can have more space. One of the things we've talked about through life is is creating a rescue, and I would like to do that. I'm in Illinois. I get the feeling we're probably not horribly far away from each other. Oh, we are. You are upper Midwest. You're what, 14 hours from here, I think. I used to have a friend whose family was up in that area. Pretty sure it was south. I actually always thought of the Dakotas as the Great Plains too. You're due for some serious storms, though, aren't you, Ellen? Today, yeah, for sure. It's. Did you know Panama's in Central Time? No, wait. Now that I said that, I'm gonna go double check. But I know that my mom is not that far off of me. Eastern, really? I guess that makes sense why mom isn't that far off of me. She's just an hour ahead. Oh, it was Costa Rica that was central. She was in Costa Rica first. She's in Panama now. She likes Panama better. Welcome back, Tupper. A mom update. Oh, good. I'm glad it's north of you, Ellen. Horrible. Storms are horrible. We are going to be raiding here in about 5 minutes, guys. But as far as a mom update here, mom has had she had bypass surgery in her legs that saved both of her legs, and she had uh, that's where we're going. Um, she had the amputation, which turned out to just be half a foot, and that was Thursday. She's still bandaged. It'll probably be another week before they can kind of get that going. And apparently, she's doing so well that my aunt described her as bubbly yesterday, which is such a bizarre word for my mom. I love her so much. Something called a derecho. Yes, it is. Straight line winds. Yep. Those are horrible. Oh, yeah, Ellen. I hope you weren't on the roads when it happened. That's unpleasant. Those are awful. I've been in a few of them, unfortunately. Well, it's wonderful, Tupper. Fantastic. And microbursts are awful too. I'm glad you were. Green is never a good color outside. Yeah, brilliant, brilliant call. Yeah, green is never good. Not ever. All right. Yeah. Yep. 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 That wind picks something up and was bringing it for you. So, on a plan note, oh, I haven't had a green sky storm for a while directly over me. I've seen them like from a distance, but I have thankfully not had one over me. Although when I did the research about my area, literally physically where I'm at, there has not been one recorded. Um, there has not been a tornado anyway recorded directly where I'm at for it was the early 1900s sometime when I stopped searching. I couldn't find anything. So we're kind of in a safe spot. Mhm. Illinois has, I don't think it's ever been an official part of Tornado Alley, but we've always had tornadoes. Even I was, yeah, as far as I know, it's always had tornadoes. I'm glad it was mostly rural. Yeah, those are just not fun. Those are just not fun. Okay, so current agenda, because I gotta go get to dad. I gotta kind of get changed and finish waking up and stuff. Current agenda is this because I have missed seeing you guys so much. Oh, did you? That was a heartbreaking tornado. That was a heartbreaking tornado. Wow, the biggest key, Tupper, is practice. Seriously, that sounds so plain and boring, but that is the biggest key. You will find your system in time. Come on, Indy. Here you go, Eula. Sir, but yes, you will have to make some effort. He's going to sit instead. Oh, wow. That is cool. Well, I'm looking forward to see what ideas you like and which ideas you're going to run with. All right, my friends. The current plan, because you guys are all stuck with me today, is that I am going to go ahead and we're going to hop off here. We're going to raid another fabulous author who I absolutely love. Oh, road was trash. Yeah, I that tornado was horrible. Yes. After we have raided, uh, I am gonna go do brunch with Dad and coffee. My stream end stage. How so? Um, After I get back, my intention is to be. Oh, that's the. Yeah, that's my transition. I can't find the transition I want, so I use the other fun ones that are here. Uh, Could practice with some of the other transitions that are available, but I like this one, or I have liked this one. Anyway, the plan is for me when I get back um, from Dad's is to be back online. My intended goal is to be back in uh, right or streaming because I have missed you guys so much. You guys are incredible, and the company and the awesomeness and the conversation. I just love you guys, and I have missed you. And you are so incredible, and I am so grateful for your company. So, make sure you take care of yourself. Hopefully, I will see you guys again later if everything continues to go well. I love you. We are rating Cheshire Pope, who is one of my favorite Twitch streamers and authors. For anybody who doesn't know, he is just so much fun and so awesome. Our raid call is That's All She Wrote, and your favorite raid emote. Thanks for hanging out with me again today, guys. I hope the rest of your day is as awesome as you are. I love you.